Welcome back to another Tea Time with Texture, and how do you do? So last time we made a mess with some jelly plate acrylic stuff, and here is the paper I had protecting my desk. Who knows, we may be able to use some of it because some of the colors are in this kit. See, believe it or not, my camera's not showing the right colors, but over here, exact colors. So we may have to cut this apart and maybe use it in this journal. I'm gonna do that real quick. Wait, first we need our Bible verse of the day. I pulled this card and it is 1 John chapter 4, verse 7. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God. And what does the back say? Sometimes love is smiling at a grouchy face, reaching out to take the hand of a troubled friend, or just being there and listening. God's love can flow through you, even in small ways. So I want to get this edge off here, and then for sure this edge off. We need to take it off right about there. We'll fold it in half. So there we have another page for our journal. Now, what I wanted to do was actually find in here our mess of acrylic clay. I wanted to find in here what pages we were going to use in the journal. We know that. And obviously this one, because that was originally part of the kit. No, that's a green. We don't want that. Oh, there's another one. So we know we want that one. And this does have some of that blue and yellow. I think we'll use that as a short page. Those are not quite the right colors. This is amazing. And I do want to use that. And then this one, we did the baby powder resist. And I do want to use that. So that's a yeah. And obviously this is one that we did that is a yes. This one was a maybe. So I'm actually going to set it aside because I don't know. I love this one. We do have a little bit of yellow. So the colors are right in that. And then we'll fold that in half. I really like those as well. I'm not sure what we'll do with them yet, so I'm going to set those aside. This, I don't know, and this is a no. All right, so we have a few maybes to set aside. Now, how many pages does that leave us with? Oh, and I did want to show you. I want to add a music sheet to the signature. And then I found this children's book page. They're having tea. So I thought that would be fun to add as well. So we have 1, 2, 3. Is that just one page? Yep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That, I think, is just fine for a one signature journal. Now, in this, I want to add more texture to these pages. And what I thought was adding lace to the edges of some of these papers. But that means we need to put our pages in order. That's the next step. We are going to add even more texture. I'm just kind of still thinking. So tentatively, I think for now, that will be our signature. And I do kind of like that. So then we can add our lace. One of the things that I wanted to show you with those strips, you know, of tea bag that I had cut in half was how to make ruffle for your page edges. So the first thing I do is I just take one piece and I fold it. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I fold it kind of down like that. See? Pardon my fingers, that is ink that won't come off. Okay, I fold it down like that. And then we're gonna do the next fold. Oh my. Like that. And then you take it and bring it to your sewing machine. And after you've got a couple of folds, you put your foot down on the sewing machine. So it's holding it down. And then you run a couple of stitches. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna get to this point where you have hardly anything left. So you're gonna fold it up, and there's gonna be that little spot in there. You're gonna take the next piece and lay it inside that little fold so that it's sitting in between the two pieces of the first tea bag, and then run a couple stitches. So I usually use 2 fingers, and I just grab that bag and fold down, and then push with my thumbs up and fold it down. And then I kind of hold it as I run some more stitches and stop. Now see, we're getting close to the end of the tea bag again. We're gonna push it up and see how we have that fold in there. Let's take the next bag and push that inside. And I'm gonna try and make another fold. There we go, and we can run a few more stitches. Okay, now you would do the same thing if you were doing this with fabric strips. And you just keep going until you've used the amount of tea bags that you want to use. So I'll finish up here and then I'll show you what I've got. Okay, here's what we have. It is possible that this will go on the first page. That would be fun, but what part of it? This lighter? No. Maybe having it on a different page is a better idea. If it was here, and we let it stick out a little, that would be fun. Okay, let's just do that. So I'm going to put it on the page right where the sewing is, the line of stitch. Okay. And then I know I want a little blue, so maybe we could do the blue here. And that will cover up this white space on the edge, so that's good. We've got those. Oh, I like that hanging off. That works. And then I have this. I thought that was so cute, and I want that hanging off as well. What is everybody up to today? Anything fun? I have to go to the post office, mail out some Happy Mail. If you ever want to switch Happy Mail, feel free to email me. I've got quite a bit of Happy Mail to send out, and so I'm sending some today and then some in 2 days. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, and then behind here, I want to do some more. Scoosh it down. No, that end still wants to lift. You know what? This is all about texture. So here's what I'm going to do. Take my stapler, and we're going to staple this edge. That end seems to be staying fine, but I'm going to do a staple just because we did do that on the other side, just to even it out. All right, so now we have that as added texture, but then I wanted to create some page tabs for the pages that don't have that lace. And what I was thinking is we could maybe use our tea bags, and if we took one that we've already opened and folded the edges in, I'm thinking maybe just cut it in half. Let's see where half is. Okay. And then I want to use maybe some book page inside of there. So cut that off right about there. Maybe do this one as well. We'll cut it off right here. Yeah, that fits in there. And then I wanted to put some fussy cut on there, I think, and as well as maybe some other sort of textured stuff. How about cheesecloth? And here's some of our little fussy cuts here. Is that one small enough? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so something to keep in mind as a page tab. So we have to fold it in half because then it will go on a page. So it needs to be something kind of smaller. Too big. Do I have any fussy cuts? I think that's too big. So it's probably going to need to be something that's not from the kit. Let's do this. Let's glue this down. So that stays. Okay. Now, I'm thinking flowers, butterflies, colors that were in the kit. That would work. See the butterfly? And what we could do is we could just chop a piece off and put glue on the back of the butterfly here. Quite a bit, and there's a reason for that, because then here and a tad bit more glue on the back. Oh, come on, stay, because then we could put this here. So there's one side. And then we got to get something on the other. Oh, look. Here's a little blue butterfly. We could do that. We'll do a tiny bit of this. And I'm just going to plop glue. Get that there. Some more glue. There we go. Now, it is also possible we could sew the edges. All right, so here's what we have. And yeah, I'm going to leave the thread hanging because, yep, that's even more texture. So let's come over here and see, where do we want it? Oh, right here at the beginning would be cute, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Woohoo! We found our spot already. Should we do right in the middle? We'll go right here. And then we can come in with one of our fussy cuts. And actually, let's use this blank card. And we can glue it down so that it is a little pocket, and then we'll use a fussy cut on that. And we'll put that here. There's a flower that does go well with this page, but I do think the flower needs just a teeny tiny bit of brown around the edges. But hang on. Why not add yet more texture? Grab a piece of this lace that we didn't use, and then that can go on there. There we go. And I'm thinking that this tag could go here. I think it works, but we need a little bit of frayed burlap around the edges, and then it is kind of flimsy, so I do need to back it. I have that brayer off paper. We could glue it to that. It then leaves the back so that you can journal on it. Then we'll cut it off so that there's a border around this tag. What do we think? That works. I have a glare. Sorry. There we go. This is a card I was sent in Happy Mail, and it has some fun texture, and I thought that would be really cool to add to this journal. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do it as a pocket or if we'll use this as a journal card. I'm going to just kind of fold it like that, and I'm going to staple it there. Again, staples are adding yet more texture. There we go. We have our blue flower down here. Do we want another blue flower up there? Yeah? Okay. Well, since there's staples and lace, I'm using the Beacon 3-in-1. I'm thinking I want to add some more texture to this journal via embossing powders and stamps, and maybe some texture paste through some stencils, maybe some fabric. So those are my ideas to keep going with this. Do you guys have any ideas for me? So now the back of that could use a little distressing. Yeah. And then that can go down in there, and the glue should be dry enough that this won't stick. And this second one, I just stapled a piece of lace on each side, and then this was a brayer off sheet, just using a book page. And I'm thinking I want to use a piece of that, and I don't want a straight edge though. And then put a flower on there, like that, and give it one down here and up there. On the other side, we'll go ahead and use some more. Let's see, is that too big? No. let's glue that on. Right about there. And then I want to use a bit of lace, I think, and a flower. Yeah, there we go. And we have our second little page tab. And then this sure would look good over here. And it would give that page a little more strength. So if we used it as a pocket, what do you guys think? Should I use that there or no? Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, remember the pages that, set this aside. Remember the pages that I did some with white gesso, some with clear gesso, and then the tea leaves? I want to do a little more to that. I'm actually thinking, well, that I'm going to make a mess all over my desk. Whatever. Let's get this walnut stain and try going over this, because what's going to happen is the tea leaves that are the texture, it's going to pick up this brown walnut stain. Okay, and then I do think that I need that brown walnut stain over here, just so this edge isn't so white. And then what we're gonna do, spray it a little bit with water and see what happens. And let her run. Yep, I like that much better now. And I will do the exact same thing with the other one that had, actually with all the others that we had this on, just to give it a little more dimension. So I think we'll call it quits for today, so we keep this short. And I will thank you for being here, and we will come back and do some more. Until then, bye.